My fellow investors, fellow Jamaicans, what happens when one of the Caribbean's most iconic business titans miss a massive debt deadline? Well, that don't just make headlines. It sends shockwave through the entire regional financial market. Michael Leachin, the billionaire chairman of the NCB Financial Group, recently found himself at the center of a high-stakes drama that nearly cost him control of his crown jewels. The crisis began at the stroke of midnight on December 31st, 2025. His investment companies, including AIC Barbados and Portland Barbados, missed a crucial $94.1 million bond payment. Now, this was not just any debt. It was secured by a massive block of over 1 billion shares in NCB Financial Group. If the payment wasn't made, Leachin faced the very real threat of bondholders seizing his controlling stake in the bank. For weeks, the financial world watched in silence. A 45-day, quote-unquote, cure period was the only thing standing between the billionaire and a potential forced sale of his empire. Finally, on January 23rd, 2026, the funds were delivered. The $94 million, consisting of $75 million in principal and $19 in interest, was paid, and the immediate threat of seizure was off the table, well, at least for now. But the question remained: how did a man of such immense wealth end up in a liquidity crunch this tight? In mid-February, at the NCB Financial Group annual general meeting, Leachin finally broke his silence. He did not blame poor management or market volatility. Instead, he pointed to a specific government policy: the Jamaican asset tax. He described the tax as pernicious and a massive drain on capital. Leachin claimed that over the years, this tax alone has diverted approximately $100 million from his investment vehicles. That $100 million, he argues, could have easily been used to service the bond payments. The tax in question is an ad valorem tax on the assets of financial institutions. It was introduced back in, I think it was 2013, as a temporary measure to help the government through a revenue shortfall. However, over a decade later, the tax still remained in place. Although it was reduced from 0.25% to 0.25% in recent years, Leachin still argued that it continues to act as a yoke around the neck of the financial sector. So by framing the delay as a result of structural headwinds and broken promises regarding tax repeal, Leachin is quietly shifting the narrative from a personal liquidity crisis to a broader critique of national economic policy. So while the immediate debt is settled, this situation has highlighted the growing tension between the Caribbean's private sector giants and the tax regime they operate under. So what did you think of Leachin's excuse? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and click the link on screen now to watch another Jamaican financial content. Catch you in the next one.